Hello and welcome, fellow wanderers, travelers, and hunters alike. This is Wanderer Named Guy, and I am so ecstatic to be able to play Monster Hunter World. Finally, a console release for PlayStation. Not portable, but an actual console release for it. It's actually been 13 years. That is half my life that I've been waiting for this, so I couldn't be more excited for the launch later this week. But I just wanted to talk about the series as a whole. For me personally, Monster Hunter, the first one, came out in 2004, and I could not get enough of this game. Played it with my little sister every single day. Now, G and subsequently Monster Hunter 2 were never released in America on the console. They were released portably as Monster Hunter Freedom and Monster Hunter Freedom 2 respectively. Now, of course, these weren't released for a couple of years after, and also on another system. In 2008, we got Freedom Unite, was unfortunately just another revamp of 2 with a couple new monsters and a new area. It wasn't until 2010 that we got Monster Hunter 3 or Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii, a completely different system, not even PlayStation anymore. See, the thing is that I was so heartbroken that Capcom had changed over to Nintendo that I just never picked them up. I never wanted to buy another console. I've been happy with PlayStation. I'm a fanboy, or what you want to call it. I respect other consoles. I just think that they should stick in their own corners is all. Honestly. Sony does really good home console. Microsoft, hello, it's a computer basically. They can just make computer games. And Nintendo can just do handheld. What's wrong with that golden triangle, the Triforce? I don't understand anything. Well, I mean, I do understand it. Unfortunately, Capcom was looking at the numbers and they saw that Nintendo, they're the leading, people who do handheld, and that was the majority of the market at the time for them was in handheld. Now, this is the part that gets me, because in the same year as the release of Monster Hunter Tri, they released a third installment on the PSP in Japan and re-released it in 2013 without seeing any Western release. On the same year, they only released Monster Hunter 4 on the 3DS, and it wasn't until 2 years later that we saw a release here in the US. They then went on a spiral of spin-offs with Generation and Stories until finally letting us know that they're coming back console for Monster Hunter 5, or whatever it's known as Monster Hunter World. Now, it has been, in fact, 10 years since I have owned a Monster Hunter game. Now, that kind of weighs heavy on my heart. I have played Tri on my dad's Wii. I know that sounds weird, my dad owning a Wii, but he had it and I was visiting and we rented it for a little bit, and I couldn't get past the rock sledge slinging the Baroth for the life of me. The controls were so hard. Yeah, they had a controller that you can go out and buy, but it was just too much, and so I just didn't pick it up. And I'm really happy. I'm really happy that Capcom finally is going to release Monster Hunter back onto PlayStation, and it's going to Xbox. It's on consoles, home consoles. That's the most important part. It's not on handheld anymore. I think they're going to continue with doing some installments on handheld. That's kind of why they did the spin-offs, Generations and Stories, and I think they have a couple other in Japan. But I'm just super ecstatic and can't wait until the end of this week. I honestly can't. I had so much fun with this beta. I can't even fathom how much enjoyment I'm going to have playing this game and reconnecting with basically my childhood, because it was, you know, early teens that I started playing this game when it came out, and that's a really impressionable time. You know, there's a lot of games. I started, the whole thing with my intro is this year, you know, is 20 years that I've been playing video games, and in my 7th year I found Monster Hunter, and it was so awesome. Capcom forever will be in my heart for that. Another good series, or another good game, is Dragon's Dogma. That very much has a Monster Hunter feel to it, and I praise that game just because what it had to go through. This guy, the director, thought of the world when he was in grade school, and he didn't make it until he was 50 years old. Like, that is dedication, and you know, the type of person that I want to be. You know, I want to be wrapped up in my dreams and my hobbies, and you know, they'll pay it back. They really will. If it's what you're supposed to do. You know, I wholeheartedly believe that the search for finding what you're supposed to do is your life's work. You know, you're always supposed to be challenging yourself and pushing yourself forward and everything like that. And I don't know, like, this game just really does that. This series was Dark Souls before, you know, it was Souls, you know, Demon Souls. Like, the game that made the bar, like, it was there in 2014. And then Ninja Gaiden, that's another game that broke the mold. I mean, there's so many good old games out there that deserve a relaunch, of revitalization, that, you know, just kind of don't have room for today. But as we can see, it definitely does. I think a lot of people are happy for Monster Hunter World, or Monster Hunter 5. I'm gonna call it 5. But I really enjoy it, and really have high hopes for it, and you know, hope people can see it for, you know, what it truly is. It's a diamond in the rough. So that's enough about me. I'm gonna let the gameplay continue, and hopefully I'll see you guys next Monday. I know this guy's gonna set me on fire here in a second. Really enjoyed this fight. I was taken aback by it. But yeah, I really want to do Monster Hunter Mondays. I think that'd be something fun and feasible that I could do, whether it be a live stream or put together video like this. I don't know. I'm gonna hopefully set some stuff up where I can play, you know, on Twitch, and do live streams and put up more videos about different games and stuff. I will only be playing Monster Hunter World right now because I've just recently got you know, a PlayStation again after an entire year of being on hiatus. So it feels really good just to reconnect, you know, especially with an oldie for me, you know, an oldie but goldie, definitely. So I hope you guys are enjoying this just as much as I am, and I'm hyped and psyched, and hopefully the hunting can begin strong on Monday. So I will see you guys after the release, obviously, on next Monday. So yeah, I took that guy down. Actually, my Pelico, I think it's a Pelico, my cat, was riding a monster right there, and that's what got him. Not me. Had I not had that cat during that fight, I think I would have been burned to death. Alrighty. Alright, I'm gonna sign out here. I just wanted to, like I said, make a video about my enthusiasm about the series, and yeah, really excited for it. So hopefully I can catch you guys next Monday. Hope you guys have a good week and a good launch weekend. Honestly, good hunting out there. Thank you everyone for tuning in. This has been Wanderer Named Guy.
my partner.